Opportunity knocks for Melbourne Victory and for Perth Glory. The battle for the top six is tighter than a pair of shorts from the 1980s. And the weekend results mean that a win for Victory, who've been dumped back on the bottom of the A-League ladder, will leave 7 teams separated by just 3 points with 3 matches to play. And of course, consistency has been problematic for Tony Popovic's side, and they slumped to their 12th loss of the campaign in what remained of the derby in midweek. Again, their season is on the line this afternoon. A win for Perth Glory would propel Ruben Zatkovic's team into the top 6 for the first time this season, which would be in large part testament to their home form. On the road has been a different story, just the 1 win, and that back in October last year in Gosford. But their record here at Amy Park is decent, 3 wins from their last 5 trips. Are they about to make their move? All to be revealed on this Easter Sunday fixture. Melbourne Victory versus Perth Glory. Tony Popovic making 3 changes after that midweek rearranged derby, relegating captain Josh Brillante and wingers Chris Economides and Ben Falami down to the bench. Rai Marchand gets his first start since January in midfield, while Nishan Balupale is rewarded for his goal against Melbourne City with a start. And Bruce Kamau, who assisted that goal, gets his maiden start for Victory on the opposite flank. Jason Guerrier's hip injury has flared up again, so Stefan Nigro continues at right back. Bruno Fornaroli has 6 goals in his last 9 games and will be eager to score against the club he left in October last year. Glory are forced into 2 changes. Aaron McInnes has an injury, while Adam Taggart pulled up sore after the win against Macarthur, though he is fit enough to be on the bench. Jordan Elsey returns from a ban in a reworked defensive line, while Taggart's replacement in attack is Luka Ivanovic, who makes his first start in 3 months. He's still looking for his first Glory goal. He did score here, though, on debut for Brisbane against Melbourne City in the opening round of last season. David Williams and Salim Khalifi remaining on the sidelines with injury. A very strong bench for Victory. 4 Socceroos sitting on the pine today. Just the 1 for the Glory, but Adam Taggart, a pretty handy weapon to have, fitness depending. Seismic Sunday underway. The stakes grow higher by the week, so do the prizes. As recently as January, Perth were bottom. Now they could go into the top 6. And Victory, who are bottom, again, Daniel McBride, desperate for points.
Well, good afternoon, Simon. Yes, a massive game in the context of finals series. I said it in the pre-match, I wrote Melbourne Victory off a good month or so ago. I didn't think they were going to be anywhere near it. They win today, and only 1 point will separate 7th to 12th. It's been a remarkable league this year. And Perth Glory, the opportunity to displace Sydney FC in that top 6 position.
To do so, they're going to have to sort out this away form. Their only win came almost 6 months ago on the road to the Central Coast Mariners. They came from behind to win 2-1. It comes from Cadete. Out it goes again via Jack Clisby. Real up and under. And is there a bit of contact there between Davis and Roderick Miranda? The Portuguese thought so. Fornaroli trying to get clear of Elsey. He's done so. There's the run down the right. Connor Chapman. He has scored actually against Perth Glory this season. His only goal of the campaign. Come out. Lovely little ball pass. Cross quite accurate enough. They'll try again, Victory. Negro back through Chapman. Balupale trying to steer it in behind the fullback, and Clisby forced into putting it behind. Kamau's corner. Romero couldn't reach it. And it comes for Negro. Handed away by Elsey. Kamau again. Chapman. Miranda's touch for Rai Marchand. Patient from Melbourne Victory. See one or two bobbles on the pitch. Heavy traffic over the last couple of days. There's one that's almost done for Cadete. Lovely touch though by Nisham Valupale. Into the box. Cadete, surely! Wow, that is some clearance from Jack Clisby. Under enormous pressure, he could so easily have diverted that into his own net. Another corner for Victory. Kamau with the outswinger. De Silva trying to reach it, jabbed towards goal in the end by Miranda. Ball launched over the top, and Glory a little bit betwixt and between. And Romero is so unfortunate to see that come back off the upright. Worked back by Cadete for Rai Marchand, who's seen a lot of the ball in these opening stages. Chapman did well to control that. Valupale looking to drift into the box and hit Kamau at the back post. And Cameron Cook with a good claim. They've had a fair bit of joy down that left-hand side. Valupale and Cadete, a decent combination. The opening 20. Here's Fornaroli. Opens up the space here for Stefan Negro. Plenty of bodies in the box for Glory, but for Victory, I should say, but they can't find any of them. So it's their third corner. Kamau's delivery, and De Silva leaping at the back post, and he netted too. Not too far wide, past that right hand upright.
Well, they are generally getting first contact on balls in the box. Melbourne Victory. On this occasion, De Silva gets around the back.
I think it's maybe off his shoulder.
Yeah, I think he got up maybe a little too early. And
lovely feet by Keegan Jelicic. Holds off the attentions of Cadete and is then bundled over by Chapman. Here's a chance for Perth. So the chance for Glory to throw the likes of Mark Beavers forward. He's certainly pretty handy in the air given his size. He's lurking at the back post. Clisby leaves it. Jelicic delivers. Too close to call his own. Disappointing free kick.
Yeah, it's got to be better than that, doesn't it?
That's the one goal so far against the Mariners. And a red card, of course. Amini running into Fornaroli. Marchand. Too straight. Too comfortable for Cook. There's a chance perhaps in first half stoppage time for Perth. Ford. Good drop of the shoulder to get rid of Valupale. Jenkins side as well to deceive Chapman. Weak clearance by Victory. Late pressure at the end of the first half from Ruben Zankovic's team. Two waiting in the box. Jelicic on the ball. You have to be quick. And in the end, Daniel Elder says that will do for a first half that has been almost completely dominated by Melbourne Victory. Fernando Romero has struck the post. Damian De Silva has seen one header from a Victory corner flash just wide. There's been precious little at the other end from Perth Glory, but maybe that's to come in the second half. Jack Clisby, one excellent clearance under real pressure from Bruce Kamau after Cadete's cross. And all a bit frustrating for Melbourne Victory, who need to win, of course. Glory have held firm, and at the break, it's goalless. Melbourne Victory 0, Perth Glory 0. They've made a change, with Ben Falami replacing Bruce Kamau on the flank. And as mentioned, Jacob Dowes is going to come on for the second half as well for Perth Glory, in place of Luke Ivanovic. And you heard Daniel McBreen say in the first half he's contributed quite a few assists off the bench this season. So all set for another very important 45 minutes in the context of this season at Amy Park. On a rather heavy pitch, Cameron Cook has been relatively well protected despite Victory's dominance. Just a couple of moments of real alarm. Let's see if Perth Glory, who are yet to register a single shot, Daniel McBreen, can do a little bit better in an attacking sense in this second half. Let's be honest, they have to.
Well, the only way is up, isn't it? When you don't really threaten the opposition box, let alone their goal, you need to improve, and Jacob Dowse has provided plenty of opportunities for his teammates this season, so a positive change there. Tony Popovic as well, introducing Ben Falami, looking to increase his attacking stocks as well.
So essentially Glory, for the moment, playing with properly recognisable number 9. Jacob Dowse more of a winger. He's at the point of the attack at the moment. Just in the context of what remains of Glory's season, we did say during the half-time break, Macca, that maybe a point is not necessarily a bad result for Perth today. 2 home games to come, plus a trip to Sydney next week. Another massive 6-pointer.
Yeah, that's a huge game, isn't it? Of course, away, and this away form has been nothing short of terrible.
Here's a chance potentially, and Falami has a lash of it. Fresh off the bench, shanks it wide. That's Victory picking up where they left off in the first half. As for Victory, they go to the Wanderers next week, and then home games to come against Macarthur and Brisbane. Scoot forward by Negro, and then Chapman into the path of Ben Falami, around one defender. And they couldn't quite get the shot away. Fernando Romero was all wrapped up. Just when he was about to pull the trigger, Amini is down again. Victory don't care. Cadete. Chapman can't make contact. Amini's still down. And now Daniel Elder will blow the whistle, and Perth are not happy that it took that long for them to get some attention for their captain. And here he is on the ball, and he's got clear of Rai Marchand. Still going, Mustiamini. Well, he's going to earn his team a corner despite the booze. It's taken almost 52 minutes for Perth to win a corner and have a shot. Let's see what they can do with it. Beavers lurking. Dowse's delivery, and Izzo's fist clear. Amini's volley was charged out. Cadete scampering after it, and the back pass has only found Romero and Jack Clisby. Terrific covering, and from one end of the pitch to the other, and it's going to be a Victory corner. The chance for Victory to put some pressure on the Perth goal. Their 4th corner, Volupele to take. Angled towards the penalty spot, away by Beavers. And subsequently by Ryan Williams, bit of a shank. Finds Volupele, Falami. In early, outs again by Beavers. Tony Popovic knows his team really must win today. De Silva. Falami. Negro pushing forward outside him. He's used as the decoy. Little scoop by Falami. Stefan Negro. And scooped away by Beavers, who was then fouled rather clumsily by Romero in his desperation to get to the ball. And Stefan Negro's never scored in the competition. That's pretty close there. And it's a card for Romero. So both Victory strikers now in the book.
Well, Ben Falami was brought on at half-time, and he has had a good influence on this team going forward. He's been positive. A lovely scooped pass there for the run of Stefan Negro. There was a bit of cat and mouse here. Who would get there first?
Now Ryan Williams on the right. Plucked out of the air by Isuzu. Quick release for Falami. Romero. Falami in position for the return. Gets around Clisby. Play by Falami, not the cross they wanted though. But he's had an impact off the bench, hasn't he? And then a handball decision against Ryan Marchand.
He's trying to sell it. Moves off the chest, need to be reaching.
Almost an hour played on a tense afternoon in Melbourne. 3 points at a premium for both. There goes Trent Osler down the left. And the cross was deflected. Here's a chance. Dowse couldn't steer it over the line. The Silver is hurt. Victory survive. The first real cause for alarm in their own penalty box.
It was almost a moment, wasn't it? The sting in the tail. Here it is again. Trent Osler on the left-hand side. It's deflected, and it makes it difficult. It's Ryan Williams who comes into the back post, and then Dowse following up again. It just wouldn't drop for anyone, really, would it? It was in between and then in off the post. See here, difficult height for Williams. He heads it back across, and as De Silva tries to clear it, he plays it on to Dowse, which then hits the post and goes out.
Negro driving towards the penalty area. Little layoff for Brillante. Out by Elsie, back in by Brillante, and Elsie again. Seen out safely by Clisby. Negro managed somehow to find the angle to get the ball into the box for Romero. Here's Fornaroli trying to tee it up, and Ryan Marchand still in play. Glory switched off. No, it has gone out. Just for a moment. Fernando Romero thought he was going to sneak in. Nobody in close attendance of Jacob Dowse. Here's Falami. And he's got clear of Clisby. Danger looming perhaps for Perth. Brillante. Back post is Economides. Too high for Romero. And Latchman will sort it out for Glory. No foul on Dowse by De Silva. Here's Cadete. Good intervention by Elsie. Economides to roll the dice, but no pressure on Cook. Moved out wide by Duncan to Ryan Williams. They're getting a decent ball here. It's not bad. Oh. And De Silva has to nod it behind. Ever been one goalless draw between these two. It was back in 2007. Is there a goal in this one somewhere? Here's Ryan Marchand. Fornaroli can have a goal. That had some venom behind it. Cameron Cook with a good take. Can they force the door open? Here's Dowse. He'll find the right cross. It's not bad. He's picked out a teammate. It's Taggart inside the box. It's still Taggart. Wants a penalty. Daniel Elder not of a mind to give him one. One for Chris Economides to run after, but forwards got there initially ahead of him, but Economides too strong. Fornaroli around the goalkeeper, surely. No! It's Clisby again to save the day for Perth. Victory thought the moment had arrived.
Well, if that doesn't sum up today, I don't know what does.
Time ticking away for Tony Popovic's team. Economides. He's been lively off the bench and he's got around the defender, but just run out of pitch. Or did he? Well, Glory thought the ball had gone out. And they are quite vociferous in those claims. But there was no flag to signal. Looked as though the ball had crossed the byline.
Clearly out, isn't it?
Fornaroli drifting inside, stinging the palms of Cook. Falls for Falami, top of the box is Negro. Got it horribly wrong. Delance half away by Elsie. Goodness me. Like the Keystone Cops back there. And Leighton Brooks with a complete air swing at the ball. All that was missing was the Benny Hill music.
Oh, brilliant.
Falami into the box, jinking this way and that, didn't quite sit. And Cook grabs the ball gratefully. Aerial threats if the delivery is right. Floated in, and back post was Jordan Elsie. He got a piece of it. Dowes again on corner kick duty towards the near post, and a brilliant stop by Paul Isuzu to deny Luke Bodnar, who flew in to meet that corner and made really good contact. It's an excellent stop. Perth have come away with the ball. It's Ryan Williams, Taggart lurking in the box. Here he is. Oh, that was the moment. That was the moment for Glory. From being confirmed. It's a lovely turn by Fornaroli. The ricochet will favour Brooks. Is there late drama here? Leighton Brooks. Elsie again. Oh, is there a foul there? Daniel Alder has a look at it and says corner. VAR will be looking at that, no doubt. And then there's a flare-up involving Cadete and Beavers, who go head-to-head. Well, Mark Beavers has already been booked, so he's off. 100th minute of the game. Konstantopoulos' corner, away by Latchman. And that is full time. And the boos ring out around Amy Park. Well, disappointment for Melbourne. Victory really needed to win. It's as you were in the race for the final spots. Perth missed their chance to go into the six, but are now just a point behind Sydney. Victory stay bottom, but remain in the race for finals football. Just full time at Amy Park, no goals. Melbourne Victory 0, Perth Glory 0.